Welcome back to Painters Guild. Thank you for joining us once again on this artistic journey where we are asking the question, what would it take to make me suck just a little bit less at painting minis? So far, we've had some amazing guests on, we've had some amazing teachers, and today is no different. We are joined by Mr. Nathan Villareal.
Hi, guys.
Who is here to take me on my next step in this wonderful journey. What are we doing today?
We're doing a sci-fi mini. It's called the Azrael from this line called Infinity.
Okay.
So I'll teach you how to paint sci-fi armor today.
That's what we're doing, is the sci-fi armor. Now, I also hear that there's a chance you're going to teach me how to build it? Is that right?
Yeah. I'm going to teach you how to prep a model, a metal model. And
so this is metal. I was wondering if it was heavier or somehow my hand got lighter, which is also a possibility. It's very intricate, so I'm sure I'm going to screw it up. That'll be awesome.
I think you got it, brother.
So we are now smocked up and ready to go, and unlike the other minis I've worked on in the past, there's now a whole bunch of little pieces that I'm going to have to put together, which it's nice that you've made it more difficult for me, Nathan.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, I want the extra time with you, Will.
I'd also like to point out to everybody out there that this is compliant code 0768, so we're good to go. All right, let's see what we got. And done. What do you think? This is after battle. This is after battle, Nathan. All right.
I mean, it's still not painted.
Yeah. This guy, well, I won't even get into it. All right, so what now? The steps are obviously completely different when we're doing a metal mini from scratch. So where would we start?
Well, starting off, we need to wash the mini with like a solution of just mild soap and water.
Okay.
Which I hope the crew of Geek and Sundry did for me.
I'm thinking, yes, let's pretend that happened.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it. All right, hey, great.
Cool.
It was done. Sweet.
All right, so after that, next thing would be to snip off these little flashings, which are like the little irregular pieces.
So how do I know what to snip off and what not to?
At first, it's kind of a guessing game. No, I'm kidding. Anything that looks irregular, we just cut off. So.
Okay.
Yeah, they're usually really thin pieces of metal.
These are what kind of metal is this?
So this is pewter. They call it white metal because there's a little bit of lead in there. So just don't stick it in your mouth.
Okay, so it can kill me as well as being difficult to build. So then we got the little excess pieces. So then do you need to kind of smooth it out? Do we have to do any kind of
that would be the next
sanding
step.
Or kind of anything like that?
So here's a microfile.
Now we're talking. These are tools to break into little kind of, this is like spy stuff.
It is. We're going to be forming all sorts of stuff today. Everywhere you cut, just shave it off till it's smooth.
I think I cut a little something over here. So we're getting into it now.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been doing this?
Since I was 12.
Really?
Almost every single day. So this hobby turned into my career.
Okay.
Yeah, I work for Mattel, and on the side, I do commission painting and assembly for miniatures as well.
What do you do for Mattel?
I'm a scenic artist in their art department.
Really? Mm-hmm. So like what, I mean, are you painting Barbie and?
Barbie, Hot Wheels, Monster High, all the DC action figures.
Transformers?
No.
Oh, the Mattel. Yeah. Oh, I thought you.
Not Hasbro, they're evil.
Wow. He says this to Bumblebee, can you believe that? So Barbie, how long have you been doing that?
A couple months now.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Totally cool.
Yeah, every day's a dream.
I think I still have my G.I. Joe somewhere.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Do you remember the Cobra Hiss? I never had that and I wanted one of those.
No, what is that?
It's the Cobra tank, man.
The Hiss?
Yeah.
That's the lamest name ever.
It's the greatest name, the Cobra Hiss.
The Hiss?
Yeah, because they're Cobra.
Oh, I just got it, yeah.
There you go. Wow, I just got it. All right, how are we looking?
Pretty good. So I sanded my pieces down. Next part is we're going to be scoring.
Or? Oh, okay.
No, we're not fighting. Let's be safe about this.
Sorry.
I'm a teacher.
What are we doing? So what do we? You just said scoring. How's that teaching? I don't know what that means.
So scoring is like scratching up the areas that we're going to be gluing.
Oh, I thought it was building a beautifully composed background song for as we build it. We're not scoring the piece.
I'm not that
Forget
talented.
it. It's a different thing. I disagree. So what do we? How do you score? Are you literally just?
We take the points where we're going to be gluing things down, like these flat surfaces that aren't detailed. We're just going to be cutting them up.
Okay, so why do we have to score the metal? Why can't we just glue it?
All right, so gluing metal to metal usually doesn't hold very well.
Okay.
And so making little like striations and stuff within the surface will like help the glue bite.
Okay.
Also, you want to do this before you prime the model because priming on or like gluing on like paint usually like cracks the paint.
Okay, so then this is one thing I'm learning about mini painting of all types is it really is following steps.
Yes.
So this is really at a very important step then is to score.
Yeah, score the metal minis.
Score the metal minis. And do you need, I mean, is this enough?
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, beautiful.
You could go a little less than that if you wanted.
Okay, that was a nice way of saying that. You can even do less than that if you wanted it right. Okay, so we're now trimmed all the flash, we scored, we did everything we needed to do. What is the next step?
All right, next step is putting the model on the base.
Okay.
So I made 2 holes where these pegs sit.
So I have to match up where it's going to sit on the top. A hole, and then a hole. Okay.
And then flip the base over.
Alrighty.
And then we're just going to cut like just an area where you think a miniature would live pretty well.
It's a lot of guessing.
Yeah, I mean, I
Great.
guess a step all the time. You don't have to be super precise because we're going to be basing the model later.
What is basing the model?
Adding like terrain features to it.
Oh, okay,
like sand,
gotcha.
Grass and stuff.
This is far more intricate than I'm used to. Normally we just pick up the paints and go.
How boring.
It's fun, are you kidding? I'm learning. Okay.
Press it in
And then
there.
you just press in and see if it works?
Yeah.
Boom.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
So that's how you.
So I'm done. We're done
fit
for the day,
that.
right? We're finished.
No, unfortunately not.
Did you need help? Because I did mine pretty quick. I can walk you through it if you need. You just want to clean that up a little bit? You'll be fine.
Go for it, Will.
Did you want a bigger base to start over? We can get you one.
We're gonna glue this guy onto the base now.
So you glue them on. Now, mine is so perfectly done that I might not need the glue because it's perfect. I'm kidding. Are we going to glue it all down?
You should, and if you can't pull it out, that's not perfect.
That's what she said. And no, it slides in and out real easy.
Okay, so it's perfect. Stop it.
Do I put the glue right on the thing and then shove it back in?
Yeah, so just put a dab of glue.
On the model itself?
Yeah, on the model and the peg.
So, okay, we've got the, now we cut our holes, we've got the mini glued to the base. Do we let it dry, or can you kind of move on to the next step?
I usually just move on.
Okay.
Start mashing on the things you dry fitted earlier.
Is that what we're gonna now? So now we're gluing everything together. It's kind of.
Yeah, except for the arms, which we're gonna be pinning.
And we do that last.
Step above this one, yes.
Okay. So the first thing we want to then do is I want to find how it's supposed to go, which will take me forever and a day. Nope. Nope. So I finally figured out what direction this goes on, and now the glue, as it's holding, I think it's a perfect time to do some mini show and tell. And I think you brought some of your work with you.
I did.
So why don't we pop them out here and see what you're capable of, sir.
Cool. So here's some stuff that I've done in the
wow.
past.
Okay.
This was my favorite model that we talked about briefly earlier.
Oh, this is
Flower Witch.
the Flower Witch. Wow.
Yeah, and she was like, it was so fun to do her. Wait, oh my God.
Was it a lot of fun to do her? That's good to know. And was this for fun? Is this for competition? Is this for...
That was for fun.
You've also got here something my brothers would absolutely recognize very quickly. The Kiss Army. In all of its glory.
Conan Tiger.
Conan Tiger. It'll be great.
Tony.
And now this guy here, this is a bigger mini.
Yeah.
This is a Manny.
That's from the classic D&D. His name is Frogamoth, which is a giant mutated toad.
Wow. Now this feels different than the other minis, is it?
Oh, I finished that with a gloss coat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to give it like a wet look.
This one is amazing.
Oh, so that is like a creature that's like a woman by day and turns into like this like weird vampiric thing that just comes out of its body at night.
So many jokes going through my head. Woman by day, vampiric body at night. So this is amazing. Now this is,
It's called a pen and gallon.
and what is this one for?
A game called Malifaux.
Okay.
I've never played the game. It looks pretty awesome though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this looks amazing. So, well, thank you for bringing these for me, and I know that under no circumstances are any of mine gonna look this good.
Oh, don't say that.
No, I
After
didn't
the
pretty much
show,
say that.
You're gonna do something much better than that.
I seriously doubt that. But thanks. So thus ends mini show and tell for this episode with just, again, some incredible pieces of art. So awesome. I say we get back to what we got to do.
work.
If the glue is dry.
Cool.
Which, yeah, I think it is. Sweet. So what do we do
Awesome.
next?
So let's glue in the head and the chest piece.
Okay. How can...
It's upside down, Will.
That's probably why it's not fitting, right?
Pop a little glue onto that area.
Glue. I take it you don't need too much,
No, not at all.
and you don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, when you overdo it, it leaves a lot of residue around the area, and it dries really
That is
ugly.
absolutely what she said. So there we go. Okay. All right, so we are now moving on to the head, is that correct?
Yes.
And he is, as you told me before, looking slightly to the left.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like, oh, it's attached to my finger. It's attached to my finger. This is not a good thing right here.
All right, here's an X-Acto knife.
No, I think I'm good. I think we're good there. And it does, just kind of pops in, right?
Yeah.
Like that. We've got the head on, so what's next? Do you just slap on the arms, or is there a different process to
We
that?
gotta pin the arms now.
You have to what, the arms?
Pin. We're gonna snip the paper clip, so we're just gonna need like a tiny, tiny area, like that much. And it'll just go in to that.
Really?
And there'll be supports for the arms.
Do you drill exactly where the notch is?
I would do right in the middle of where this is.
Right in the middle of the notch. So right dead center of El Notcherino.
Yeah, which mine isn't exact again. So show me perfected.
Is or isn't?
No.
I've never done this before. So what do you? Like this? You hold it like this and you spin
Yeah,
like
you
this,
just spin
right?
it.
Okay.
Apply a little pressure in the back.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, look at that. How deep do I want to go?
However deep you want.
That's
No.
wow. That was creepy when you looked at me the way you said. I was waiting for that's what she said, not a creepy response like that. How much do I want to do? Let's put it that way.
Yeah, we just need a little bit of this pin to go in there. So I did
One
like
double entendre after the
millimeter.
next. A millimeter? No. We're Americans. We don't use the metric system.
Or so like
How
a
many
tenth of
inches?
an inch. I don't know.
1/100th of an inch, because that's easier to say than a millimeter. Okay, now I've been so excited and fascinated by the little tools that I didn't even ask why are we doing this. Couldn't we have just glued the arm on, or is it necessary to do the pinning?
I mean, we could just glue the arms on, but with these things, you don't want them snapping.
So is this really why we're doing it then? Is just like making it more structurally sound?
Yeah. So adding this little like nib on here will just make it 10 times stronger.
And now I'm curious, why do you do it on certain parts and not on others? Like, why didn't we have to pin the head or pin the chest piece?
Oh, I mean, we skip that. Some people do.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I only do it on like weight-bearing areas.
Okay. And do I have to do the other side too? The other little nib?
Yeah. So just
I'll nib it out.
yeah, just nib it.
I'm gonna nib it out. This is we try to invent new artistic phrases each day.
That's not even a drill, by the way, guys. That's a
What is it?
pin vise. Yeah, pin vise.
So what's the next step?
All right. So apply a little glue to that first nib.
Do we need to do? We don't need the little metal pieces first?
No.
Okay. Nibbing out the first gluing. All right. A little bit of glue.
So take that paper clip and like straighten out like so.
Okay.
All right. Let's place it inside our little made nib.
Our nib hole.
our nib hole.
Got it. Our NH to nib hole. All right. Is it matter that it's floppy and look at that? Does that mean my nib hole's too big?
I think your nib hole's a little too loose, bro.
What? It's nib hole. I did it the same. I did it the size you gave me. Yeah.
Apparently not.
I did. There we go.
All right, so once that bonds,
If it bonds.
can
I put a little more glue on there? There you go. I could creepy blow on it. Do you know what creepy blowing is?
no.
Let me show you. Watch. With a little bit of the whistle. While looking at you.
Oh my
you go.
gosh.
Creepy
What did I get myself into?
Creepy blow the nib hole, baby. I think hopefully it's working. I frankly think this is a cool look and I would be done. Just the guy on the battlefield who all he has is a paperclip arm.
That's the Feuerbach.
That's exactly. This is the last year's model of the Feuerbach. Like, why does everybody else have this great thing? Okay, so now what do I do?
All right, so we're gonna take these snips and we're gonna cut and estimate and see if that like clip is gonna be as big as that
you need
hole.
it kind of. You need it kind of. I take it you'd rather cut too much than too little.
Yes,
Okay. So.
or the other way around.
What?
Too little and too much.
No, you'd rather cut too much.
No, because if you cut too much, you won't have it.
No. You'd rather leave too much than
Yes.
too little. Yes. You'd rather cut. You know what? Just do it right, is what you're saying. Okay.
Awesome. And let's do it again for the other side.
Nib it up.
Nibbin.
My tiny, tiny little Tyrannosaurus Rex arms are ready to do whatever the next step is.
All right, so let's.
We've nibbed it out.
We've
and
nibbed it
shoved
out.
it in.
So let's test fit the arms, see if they fit.
One at a time, I take it?
Yeah. Do you have any slack in there, or does it just drop in?
It doesn't seem to want to fit at all.
Uh-oh.
Am I on the right side?
Yes.
It's not fitting right.
All right, so we might have to cut a little bit more.
Maybe I
of
have to
your
take
pin.
off a little bit off the
Yeah.
nib. That's better. Now it fits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll glue that in now.
Alrighty. Thank you. Alrighty.
Very cool.
I think maybe I cut so much off my nib that the nib is kind of unnecessary. I think it's really just the glue at this point.
Really?
No, it's probably 50,
Okay.
50.
As long as you have a little bit on
Yeah,
the
there's
other
a
arm.
little bit on there.
Yeah.
It's holding in place.
As long as there's a little bit there. All right, so this is accelerant.
Okay.
They call it Kicker as well, and it instantly cures the CA glue.
Okay.
So we'll have an instant bond with it.
Can you spray it on your hands? Is that all right? Because I feel like I can't move my guy or my arm's gonna fall off.
You can, but if there's any super glue in contact with your hand, you're gonna super glue
Oh,
your
it's gonna
hand.
super nice. So if I take my hand away,
Mm-hmm. Just spray in that area.
I don't want to get it near the lens.
Also with this stuff, you don't want any of this stuff on the surface of your model before you prime. Oh no, we're gonna wash it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna wash it.
But first, don't cut the red wire. So that it?
Yeah, because
Oh, it smells nice.
It does. Don't breathe it in.
You see how you're telling me this stuff after I'm doing
kidding.
it? It smells like WD-40.
Yeah, and it's like oily like WD-40. I don't know exactly what it is.
No, I'm kidding. That smells really good, though. That smells really good. So is it done? Did it accelerate my thing?
Yeah, try
It's all
try
wet
playing
at the
with
bottom now.
it. We can dry it off in a sec.
You just said, try playing with it, and you could dry it off in a sec in the same sentence. It's probably not something you should do.
Try playing with the arm. See if it held.
Yeah, it seems to have held.
Yeah. Awesome.
So this is why don't you use this all the time?
The bond that's formed with the CA glue in this is a little bit weaker than when you let it cure naturally.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it becomes a lot more brittle.
It's Instaset.
Instaset.
I love when they do that with words. Instaset.
They play with words. It's just fucking
What,
kicker.
this is CA glue? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, or super glue.
Okay. What does the CA stand for?
Cyanoacrylate.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. Yeah. All right, so then do we try arm number 2?
Yes. And so just drop in a little super glue.
A little CA.
CA.
Yeah.
Super glue for the layman.
Kamano acrylic. Cyrano, no, it's CD. All right, so I think I'm done. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done as well. Yours looks great.
Yeah, yours does as well. Is there anything else that we need to do before we move on to the next step?
Generally, we'd be priming the mall and stuff first, but we used a little bit of this accelerant.
Okay.
It'll make the priming process kind of hard, so we're going to just wash it off.
Okay, so that's very important then. If you use this stuff, make sure you wash the model first.
Correct.
Before you go to prime. Good, important pro tip.
Yeah, we don't want that oily surface on there.
Okay, that's good to know, even though it smells great, which it does. We want to make sure that if you're going to use any of this stuff that's going to help the Instabond with the glue, then you're going to want to wash your mini first before you actually go and prime it.
And please don't
paint
sniff this the way Will's been sniffing
No,
it.
it's terrible. And also, please don't sniff this the way Will's been sniffing. Oh, I appreciate you guys coming out, and so thank you so much for coming and helping us out.
Of course.
Nathan, this has been amazing. And please join us on the next episode when we're going to prime and paint and finish these guys right here. So yeah, thanks for coming to the Painters Guild, and
Thanks, guys.
join us at our next episode. And remember, every great masterpiece starts with a single brushstroke. Thank you very much.
Bye.